Good evening, fellow networkers, and welcome to the Indian Networker Session 8. I'm standing in for Dr. Sanjeev today. He hasn't been able to come in. He's busy, so I hope he gets good feedback. Well, I'm not sure he might like that, but I sure do hope he gets good feedback on that. Anyway, let me begin first by introducing Mr. Sampath Iyengar, Sam to his friends. Basically the guy responsible for getting all of us here in the same room. That generally should be followed by an everyone. Okay, great. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the Rich Dad series and celebrated speaker, says the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. Okay, so in 1991, Sam founded Sam7 Computers and Networks at a time when the IT revolution was just beginning to pick up in India. It focused on the SME segment, helping them to use IT systems and services to connect to the rest of the world. As the business grew, Sam foresaw the power of networking for SMEs in the digital world, and Neo Social 7, a digital media business, was born in 2009. Understanding that entrepreneurs needed to build trustworthy networks and be exposed to various case studies, he came up with the idea of Jam with Sam, an invite-only chat show. This started off in early 2012 with just 10 professionals and now has grown to over 40 professionals. The platform is actually a catalyst for business deals and creates a trusted network of like-minded professionals. Encouraged by the response of Jam with Sam, he took this to the next level, and in middle of last year, he started the Indian Networker. It's actually like a confluence of networks. For those of you who are here for the first time, the objective of the Indian Networker is to create a trusted forum of professionals from diverse networks like Rotary, Lion, Giants, BNI, GBG, and the like. The Indian Networker is a network of networks for each of us to learn from the other's experience to eventually help each other grow professionally and personally. Since its inception, over 500 professionals have had the opportunity to meet carefully screened professionals and them professionally and personally. Okay, we have an interesting mix of speakers. First up is a chat with Chetna Mehrotra. She is an art and expression professional. And next, followed by her, is Hitesh Bhatia from Noodle Town. He is the innovative noodle man. Followed by Dr. Dilip Nadkarni, also known as Dr. Kam Sutra. That's spelled C-A-L-M. So later we all get our 15 seconds of fame to introduce ourselves. Take the mic, say your name slowly so that the rest of us hear it. Say your company name and what you do in just about 5 words. Okay? And we'll be counting. So next time, otherwise you won't get an invite. And then of course we have the all-important group photo, which is the monthly nightmare for Sam to tag all of us in. Yeah. And then we have the finale, which is the dinner, and with some wine. Let me start by introducing our first guest, Chetna Mehrotra. Chetna, yeah, you can, while I speak. You know, the Prime Minister did that. So, Chetna is an image expression artist, a dance drama storyteller, and a drama-based learning facilitator. She is a presenter and coach, specializing in appearance, behavior, communications, and works with individuals, organizations, and educational institutes. Her decade-long work experience as a corporate trainer covers a diverse range of organizations like Genpact, IBM, HP, NIIT, Emirates, Air Hostess Academy, the Ministry of External Affairs, and American Express. Chetna has evolved her own innovative approach towards in-classroom training, making learning a doing phase rather than just a lecture program. She runs an open kids workshop by the name of Life Factory, a unique workshop-based life skills learning module for kids between 8 and 14. She has also worked as the chief editor of a popular kids magazine, Super Kids India. Chetna is a trained Kathak dancer and an NSD TIE student. Please welcome Chetna Mehrotra.
Chetna, welcome to Jam with Sam.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandeep, for the introduction.
Entertaining introduction. Thank you, Sandeep. So, Chetna, the much maligned word, image consultants. Okay, see how all the blood went out from her face over there.
Okay.
So, what is it that you do differently from this image? Are you an image consultant or are you something else?
Okay, so I primarily was educated to become an image consultant. I did my course from ICBI, and well, over the years that I was practicing my image consultancy, I figured out that it's not only raising the bar, or you want to look up to me in some?
No, the camera was not coming. I was looking short over there. It will be like Salman versus.
The next time Deepika. A tall speaker comes in.
Okay.
Yeah. So so over the years that I was practicing my image management, I figured out that it's just not the clothes. People who used to come to me had a lot of emotional baggage with them, and as I was I'm a trained Kathak dancer and a theatre artist and also an art expressionist. I took these art forms to corporate trainings, to kids, to women, men too, and that's how I kind of wondered and also utilized at the same time these forms into the training and making myself rebranded and called image expression artist.
Okay, so image expression is what I should call it next time before you give me a sock in the...
Yeah,
okay, fine.
Everybody should know me by that name.
Chetna, I see you so much energetic in all the workshops that you do. I saw that clay workshop and all. Tell me something about this clay workshop. It's very, don't people feel that it's very muddy and dirty or something doing that?
Yeah. So clay has, by the very nature of the clay, is very therapeutic. The minute you touch clay, it takes you back into your childhood. And today's very proper and prim educated elite of metros do not get messed up a lot. They want their workplaces clean, home cleans, no dust around. But clay really messes you in a way that it gets the best out of you. You have to see people when they work with clay, their best etiquette, their worst etiquette comes out, and their natural self comes out.
Okay.
So that's a wonderful way to express oneself, and we have the crowd also who attended. Preeti attended my last clay workshop.
So I've seen you have very, very different workshops over there. I like that thing of that rocking the boat and all which you did on Sunday.
Yeah.
So do other people also do such workshops? You've carved a niche for yourself for these kind of workshops?
Well, I got myself certified on certain concepts like art, expression. There is a process that one needs to go through when you do an art expression. There's a process that you need to go through when you do a drama process. So I am a certified drama-based facilitator.
Okay.
And I don't think so any other image consultant right now follows this process.
Okay.
So this is and I also do a lot of dance drama act with storytelling for kids and adults both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think adults also are small kids over there, or?
They want to be, and they love it when they do these movement therapy and dance and artwork.
Okay, so never kill the child inside you.
You should not.
Okay.
We all
I tell
have
that to my
it
wife. She says you act like a child sometimes. Okay.
Oh, Naumita.
Naumita's outside. That's why I made that statement. Okay. What is this layering thing? Yeah, I keep hearing layering, and you've become a layering, mantra of layering. So what is this concept of layering which you have?
Layering of clothes,
clothes,
or
clothes,
the onion of the mind?
No, not the onion. Onion the mind, there's one guy over there who is a mind map specialist, so he removes mind onions.
Yeah, there is a mind map specialist.
Yeah.
I know of one. Yeah, so you don't have to laugh so much. Okay. So layering, when it comes to clothes, in fact, this morning, that's a good question, my son was looking into some pictures and he happened to see some very well-clad women. My son is 10 years old. So he was just asking me that, don't you think this woman is like wearing like 7-8 clothes and she's shooting for a big magazine, a photograph. Is it like really in trend? So layering is something which it originated as a want of climate, to survive in a climate, but then it has also become a trend in today's fashion world. And I too love layering a lot with my clothes. And back when I used to do in my image management days, my trainer used to call me the queen of layering, because I used to have these skirts which were turned into kurtas, and jeans turned into jackets, and then
So even jewelry can be considered as layering?
Wow, Sam, that's a good one.
That's a good one?
Great,
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, jewelry is a form of layering. Yes, great, good research.
Okay, what do you think sums up a person when you or he see him? Do you decide, okay, this guy is dressed properly or this guy looks something? What is it? Is it the personal appearance? Is it an aura which the person draws? What is it which draws you to a person, to go and introduce or speak to that person?
Okay. Personally, there are two answers to it: scientific and personal. Scientific, by the scientific physiological process, your brain takes 11 imprints when you look at a person. So there is an impression management science to it. However, as in person, because you've gone through so many processes of spiritual things and art processes. So for me personally, the external appearances are there because somebody has to present to me in a way that physically it has to be presented.
Correct.
But for me, it goes more beyond the physical appearance.
Okay.
Of course.
But
I cannot be judgmental.
That's you. But what about a general person?
Yeah, the larger publics, about 98% will go according to the clothes.
Okay, so if a man is shaved or not, it depends upon that.
Yeah, and how people advertise, the brands advertise.
Okay, so now they're saying that shaving is uncool.
Yeah.
Shaving is cool and you should not have that. Doc, we are in a minority over here.
No,
okay,
no?
Okay. Do you think that social media is useful for your business?
Oh yes, tremendously.
So give me some examples.
Yeah. So when I started my Facebook page, and my first client, in fact, came through individual client came through Facebook.
Okay.
And Facebook has really given me a lot of coverage. Even in fact, newspapers, magazines, journalists trace me on Facebook and call me for an interview or a quote. This afternoon, somebody just called me for an Asian Age coverage. So and also for my events, my workshops, Facebook has done a lot of wonders for me, and Twitter too. So Twitter also, when you kind of tag somebody, you want to not in terms of also business, but also getting responses from people. Twitter works a lot. Yeah.
Who's one celebrity who has replied back to you?
Not celebrity. There was this guy from TEDx that I pinged on Twitter. Somebody from Bhilwara TEDx, and he had immediately responded.
Responded back over.
Yes.
Okay. If not this, then what? If not an image consultant, then what would you like?
Then I would be a Kathak dancer. That's what I would have done for a living.
So you would enjoy doing that more than you're doing this?
I would have enjoyed doing that, yes, by like 5% more.
5% more. Okay. How do you relax during your spare time?
Okay, the one thing is that I like to play with my son and his troop of friends. They are about 12 boys, and we watch IPL matches together.
Okay.
And so there are these pizza parties every time Mumbai Indians they win. Okay. So one is that, and the second is I read a lot alone when I'm alone. So that's what
relaxes you over there. Okay. And are you a foodie by any chance?
Yeah. I'm a Punjabi, my food and nature, so yeah, I love.
I don't see much food photographs of yours, excepting that.
So I don't advertise what I eat, like some people. Though every morning, in our house, it's a custom. You cannot go without eating either a methi paratha, aloo paratha with white butter. Still.
Okay.
And that's my breakfast. That's my breakfast every morning.
How has becoming a member of TIN benefited you?
Oh yeah, so TIN, of course, my beginning into it was only pure because Sampath Iyengar was doing it. And the first time that I came in, I liked the whole concept because it is carelessly careful. So you don't have a lot of pressure of telling people, give me this reference, go there, and you give me reference, itna paisa banaya, utna paisa banaya. So you can just relax, you can talk to people, you can introduce yourself, have food, you build relations over first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and that's how I think I call it as carelessly careful. So
carelessly careful. That's a nice one over there.
Yeah. So that's
how you had a good experience.
Yeah, and I've made some good friends.
That's what I tell everyone. Relationships go a very long way compared to your this. Okay. Sure. Second last question. What is your strength and what is your weakness? Okay. So my strength is high percentage of adaptability. Be it climate, people, food, cultures. I am highly adaptable, and also I'm a huge
people's person.
Okay.
I like to be with, I can take a workshop for elderlies, I can take a workshop for 6-year-old, for women, all kinds of genders I can mix with. And weakness is that I sometimes get irritated when I go back home and there's a loud TV there and the kids are like shouting and they say, "Auntie, can I show you how Gail got out? We want to just review." And it's like, then I get a little irked that time because there's so much energy that you get. You give it to people in a workshop because there's an energy transaction and you want to come back and just be 5 minutes on your own. And my weakness is also I can't cook.
So that's why no food photographs.
Yeah, I can't cook.
Okay, that's a good. One advice to the entrepreneurs out here.
Yeah, so to all the entrepreneurs, I think they're all very achieved entrepreneurs sitting here. But what personally I feel is keep meeting people. You know, you never know where life takes you, and it has happened to me when I was in Dehradun. My friends at Dehradun, my school friends, are some people who are giving me business now. Then at Delhi when I was, in Gurgaon, and then BNI, and I made some few beautiful relationships at BNI. So keep meeting people and keep exchanging cards and keep them safe because you tend to lose at times. And yeah.
So generally when you get a visiting card, what do you do?
So when I get a visiting card, I keep it in my bag. I go back home the next morning, I kind of send a hi email or a message.
Email.
Yeah,
Okay.
email, a hi, just a hi that we met, and yeah. So, but I keep a track of all of them.
Okay.
I have a separate folder in my email which says TIN.
Okay.
And I have all
you
the
have that
addresses
over there.
by the name.
You don't use WhatsApp?
I do use WhatsApp.
Use WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to give me a tip on that?
That will be in a networking break over there. Okay. Like we have commercial breaks, we'll have a networking break over there. So Chetna, thank you so much for being on the Indian Networker. All the best to you and hope for a great future.
Thank you so much, Sam, for calling me here. So
we have music also playing.
Birthday music.
It's come? Okay. Thank you. You can drink. We can put some wine or something inside it later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.